Tonight, we're learning more about the man accused in the deadly attack on 2 Minnesota state lawmakers and their spouses. Good evening, everyone. I'm Taryn Asher.
And I'm Ruth Raj. Police say 57-year-old Vance Boelter had a political hit list with other names of lawmakers, including some here in Michigan. Fox News' Dave Kinchin has been following this story and joins us live with the latest. And Dave, you spoke with 2 of the people on that list.
Yeah, that's right. We spoke with Congresswoman Debbie Dingell and also Michigan Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson, both confirming that their names were on this kill list, as investigators call it. And, you know, they say tonight that certainly when they got the call from high-ranking investigators saying that they were on that list, their hearts sank. It was a very disturbing thing, but they vow to do their jobs they were elected to do.
I am very concerned, and we all are, about how we are normalizing violence, hostile political rhetoric, anger, and hatred every day. And it is, quite frankly, unacceptable.
Congresswoman Debbie Dingell beginning a town hall meeting in Dexter by reacting to news she's one of several Michigan lawmakers on the kill list belonging to the accused assassin of former Minnesota State House Speaker Melissa Hortman and her husband. The accused shooter, Vance Boelter, also suspected of seriously wounding a state senator and his wife, both shot multiple times according to investigators. Security at Dingell's event extra tight in the aftermath. Can you talk about getting that call and what the investigators said to you?
I mean, they called and said the FBI that my name had been on the list. But look, I'm going to keep fighting for the people that I represent. I'm going to keep being a voice for those that want me to make sure their voice is heard at the table.
Dingell was set to talk about the Trump administration's proposed cuts to several entitlement programs and higher education when she got the news about being on the suspect's kill list. Several state police officers and Washtenaw County Sheriff's deputies were on hand running free security checkpoints for town hall attendees to move through.
My chief, I've got a great chief, and the sheriff from here both said to me, you just got to be a little more careful.
We at the Sheriff's Office work closely with our local law enforcement partners, as well as, if needed for security reasons, we would reach out to our state partners as well.
Another name on that list now confirmed is that of Michigan Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson, who got the disturbing call from Colonel Grady, director of the state police.
I was not necessarily surprised, although my heart sank to get the call. But I was grateful for the seriousness to which his response was, and really complete preparedness for the need to protect all of us as public officials in this moment.
Despite the news, the secretary says she's not backing down from the job she was elected to do.
From the moment almost 5 years ago now, 4.5 years ago, when armed protesters showed up outside my home, that was the most harrowing moment because it was the first time I'd ever experienced anything like that. Since then, I've dealt with swatting attacks, false bomb threats called to my home, and a number of other harrowing moments. This one being one that was particularly harrowing as the suspect was still on the loose when we became aware that I was on the targeted list. But all that to say is this does not change my commitment, nor should it change any of our commitment to doing good work for the people we serve.
We can also report tonight that security is being ramped up for state lawmakers in Lansing. I've spoken with multiple sources who say they're monitoring this and they're receiving daily briefings on security as well. We're live in Dexter. Dave Kinchin, Fox 2 News.
And certainly you would expect for security to be increased under the circumstances, but we've seen a lot of these political threats, I know, in recent past. I mean, and it's really troubling that people's addresses, they are so accessible. Number one, should we do a better job, are they saying, at getting that off the internet? Number two, should lawmakers really be banding together and standing against this sort of violence and hopefully sending a message?
Yeah, we're seeing some of that second point right now, certainly on social media, with lawmakers in both parties condemning the heated rhetoric and things of that sort of nature. To your first point, that is something that legal authorities are constantly trying to do, get addresses of political figures taken offline, and certainly adding more physical security in those locations where they live.
Yeah, it's tough times, that's for sure. All right, thanks so much for that report, Dave.